Welcome back. Semifinals, OverKlocked 3v3 live in person, CTX against Team Joey. 2 epic games so far. I am so excited. Joined by my co-caster, OKG, Bad Touch. Bans have just started.
Looks like we got CTX banning again the Amumu. They definitely don't want to see that AoE ultimate.
This is what last game, if you were watching, you saw that Team Joey missed their first ban. They wanted to find Nasus, they couldn't find him.
We've got again CTX banning the Kog'Maw, as they saw earlier today. Crazy damage, crazy shred, instantaneous Gibbs, just so fast.
Yeah, it was crazy. They have to, in spite of the play that they saw today, you know, CTX, you know, they're going to have to figure out what to do against Gangplank if Gangplank's game.
There goes the Udyr.
Udyr down.
One of CTX Iron's better junglers, so very smart ban on their side. And I don't see CTX banning the Gangplank.
What's interesting, though, is that Rammus has been banned all day by everybody all the time.
His mobility is far too high for such a small map as 3v3.
I know that, but I mean, I'd like to see him play once. You know, once. Maybe we'll do a show match later where I can see how good Rammus is.
I have a question for you. Why don't you think CTX banned the Gangplank?
Because I think they have a strategy to deal with him. I think that they have a strategy and they're going to lie. Trundle got banned on the other side. No trolls this game.
CTX Iron.
Snap.
CTX Iron gets the jungle fiddlesticks. That actually might be a pick for CTX Rain later on.
Very interesting. See what happens here.
That might be a switch.
Are we going to see Gangplank right away? They're going to take Gangplank
They're going to play Gangplank for Evil Deeds. This could be it.
Here we go. They must be talking it over here. The teams are in different rooms, so they can't hear the discussion that's going on here at OverKlocked Gaming at 11618 119th Street in Edmonton.
There's the Rise, and we saw the Rise against Team OverKlocked.
But we didn't see Rise perform as well as Rise can be. This must be a favorite of Team Joey's to play.
Very strong late game, though. We saw how well they turtled against OverKlocked Gaming, and it was just intense. We got Singed picked again for Team Joey.
Yeah, and I think that was a solid... IAMS did a good job with Singed and being able to carry that. Here we go over Herp Derpster.
Do I see a Gangplank pick by CTX Rain?
No. Do you think?
It's very possible, but it's also very not possible. We'll see. I think they may pick the Gangplank for CTX Rain.
That was very good of you to be non-committal on making a decision on something that was indeterminate. I appreciate that. That was very good.
It's almost as inconspicuous as double negatives.
You know, this will be interesting. I think that if I am Team Joey, I have got to take Gangplank. It was such a dominant player. No, they did not go.
There's the Rumble. There's the Rumble for Herp Derpster, and we saw that earlier today as well, and we know how powerful it is.
Yes, that is true. It's very interesting. Does Evil Deeds... Oh!
Shyvana, again.
Does Evil Deeds take Gangplank?
Very possible, very possible.
This is very, very interesting. If you're just joining us after this last pick and they lock in, there's going to be a 3-minute delay for the spectating. Here comes the pick. Evil Deeds thinking it over.
Going with the Gangplank again.
This is very, very interesting. Gangplank was totally dominant, being played by Evil Deeds. Did not get banned in the second game. It's 1-1 in the best of 3 semifinals at League of Legends. For those of you that don't know, as I was about to say before the pick, after this gets locked in, the game will start for the players, but the spectators in the stream have a 3-minute delay for what is going on. So once we go into that, we're going to bring you up to date. It's very exciting here. After this, we've got one more set to cast between the winner of this game in the finals against OKG. Very, very interesting. Do you think it was a mistake for CTX to allow them to have Gangplank back again?
Well, basically, I think they're going to have Gangplank laning top again for Team Joey, and Rumble is definitely a lot more, sturdy versus a Gangplank. So this might actually go into CTX's favor.
So you think we're going to see Rumble and Gangplank head-to-head, top lane?
Yes, and I think we'll see actually, it may be Singed Gangplank bottom with a Rise top. That'd be a very strong lane. Especially if the CTX Rain playing Fiddlesticks as per usual, as I thought CTX Iron and CTX Rain switching out champions, trying to get that Fiddlesticks out of the way so Alex B can't play it.
So Gangplank will push bottom with Singed?
Absolutely, and then Singed can help get early kills off on CTX Rain by flipping him into Gangplank.
Team Joey would counter that how?
The Team Joey's countering which?
How would Team Joey counter Singed and Gangplank bottom lane pushing?
Well, Team Joey would be doing it. The way CTX would counter that was they might end up switching Fiddlesticks into laning with the Rise and put the Herp Derpster down with the Singe because he's more tanky.
Excellent observation, Touch. We're going into the 3-minute delay that's going on now. I want to bring you aware of a few things that are going on. Next weekend, you get to watch here live at the Overclock Gaming or on stream StarCraft 2 Edmonton Open 64-man tournament, $1,500 prize pool, brought to you by the Canadian Amateur StarCraft League and Overclock Gaming. Casting that will be Josh from Prodigy, doing a great job helping us out here today, supporting esports. Please come down and see him. If you like what you've seen on today, come down, give him some support. He does a great job. You can also find him Monday through Wednesday on the streams at www.esvtv.com. He is commentating next weekend. It'll be great. Come down and support esports in any way. At Overclock Gaming, they got the Xboxes, the PS3s. They've got all the games, strategy, tactics, the whole bit. You can also catch them at Overclock Gaming on Thursday nights for the League of Legends night. Come down, see some of the players you're playing, chat with them, share stories with one another. It's a great time. We all get around together, watch the replays. It's good fun. We learn from one another to become a better gamer, to steal something from Day 9 from StarCraft 2, which I'm a big fan of, which is next weekend. More importantly, 1:30 left in here. Early last game, we saw strong play from Team Joey. Do you think that CTX is going to allow that to happen this game?
I think actually CTX is going to take that as almost like a bullet to the chest, and I think they're going to be playing a lot more defensive, which I think might actually end up in Joey's favor, because CTX Herp Derpter's strong point is being offensive.
And offensive early. We've seen him do that in the game. The MVP of the last game, definitely Evil Deeds playing Gangplank. Are we going to see such a dominant performance again, or do you believe with the slight champion changes here that CTX will be able to counter that?
Putting Evil Deeds as Gangplank into the proper lane will keep him just as strong as he was last game. It's depending on who you're putting him against. Like if I were to put Gangplank against the Rumble in any situation, I don't think he's going to be going too far.
Interesting observation. About 30 seconds until we join the game. You can follow Overclock Gaming at facebook.com/overclock. You can follow Josh from Prodigy. As I've mentioned before, please watch his stream Monday to Wednesday. It's a great stream. Also, a big shout out to the people down at the Pure Spec convention at Grant MacEwan University College downtown in Edmonton. Have some fun, enjoy that. If you're looking to get out and get around, either come down here or go down to the Pure Spec thing. About 15 seconds, we're going to be taking off. Very interesting play. We get to see Singed again, CTX playing. Winner of this goes on to the final against OKJG. It will be a great game, let me tell you. And we're into the game now. Transition happening. Brackets behind us. Coming up. Excited to be here today. It's been a great day of casting. Staff here has been wonderful. The venue, wonderful. Technology, solid. Everything in high definition, and I hope you've enjoyed it, even though I am a total wombat. Thank you, Touch, for helping me out here today. It's great. Wonderful to be here. See esports growing. The camaraderie, the community that's brought up here is wonderful. All right.
Here we see a standard CTX opening going straight into the jungle. And will we see the standard Joey opening where they're very passive? No, it looks like Joey for once is actually going into the jungle and being somewhat aggressive.
A change in style definitely going on here. I find this quite amazing.
If CTX runs blindly into this Joey situation right here, this could be very bad. We'll just have to wait and see.
Both teams all together. Team Joey has a tendency to split off, leave one in the lane. They haven't done that here. Both teams together. Both teams very close to one another, almost like they're reading one another's minds. They play together. Minions out in 30 seconds. Sometime in the next 30 seconds, I suspect we will see a move from somebody.
Ooh.
Try to get first blood.
Slight mistake from the Rise. Did not pick up any health potions with his Sapphire Crystal.
Intentional?
Might be possible.
Hard to say. Stay salty from Singed. Classic. Absolutely classic. I recommend, if you haven't tried the spectate mode that came out in the last patch from Riot for League of Legends, that you do it. 32 million people playing League of Legends. Monthly players 11.5. Daily 4.2 million players going on. 200 billion millions killed. $21 trillion more than the U.S. debt completely earned. Champions killed. You and me and everybody else, 15 billion. 10.5 million hours played every day of League of Legends. If you haven't tried it out, I recommend you do it. It is a lot of fun. Engagement starting. Gangplank on the bottom.
Evil Deeds top lane, actually, here. And we got
yeah.
Rise Singed bottom there. We've got Fiddlesticks and Shyvana waiting in the middle for that red buff. Gangplank taking this opportunity to farm.
Just cruising. I think both of them will be trying to take it easy, trying to not give that first blood advantage out to either side.
Taking that early red buff for CTX Iron.
Very interesting.
Rise, very squishy early game. Very little armor, very little magic resist. Could be very important. Look at that. One single silence there, and it takes Rise down many notches. Here's Singe flipping Iron back.
On the top, Gangplank still farming hard. We'll see. Herp Derpster, we know, can play.
Herp Derpster and Evil Deeds going at it again. Rise looking at an unhealthy position right here. Those 2 health potions he could have picked up definitely would have been a good idea now.
Hindsight is 20/20, but you did call it early. I have to give you props for that touch. Thanks for helping out here. Early minions, very cautious play on both sides, just gentle prods and pokes.
Evil Deeds playing that simple parlay harass game. Rumble's too afraid to come in with that flamethrower, knowing that Evil Deeds is going to do a lot of damage. However, he gets 2 electro harpoons. This kite game might work for Rumble.
It might work, but it's hard to say. We saw Gangplank play an excellent last time by Evil Deeds, and Evil Deeds is keeping Herp Derpster off of the farm, although there was a shot there.
We got CTX Iron with 11 farm now.
Oh, looks like we have someone going down
first blood right there for CTX Rain.
CTX Rain, first blood.
Singed, that was a very unfortunate flip right there. And now we've got Rise sitting behind the turret. Not much better for HP.
And they're getting early turret. The early push from CTX. Simply just out of position, maybe not paying enough attention to what's going on.
Possibly also a change in game plan for CTX.
CTX taking advantage on the lower half of the map.
Rise has no choice but to back. This could be another opportunity for CTX to get a super low turret.
Free farm. Gangplank has already been pushed up to the top. A bit of a reversal for Herp Derpster. This is game 3. Finalists after this. It's been a great day of League of Legends playing here at OverKlocked. It's not over yet.
It's got CTX Herp Derpster playing very passively here, not wanting to get that Gangplank get any sort of kills.
Gangplank going back for some reason. Maybe waiting for the next wave of minions, checking things out, not sure where things are. Map awareness at this stage of the game in the 3v3. They don't have a lot of wards out. They don't have much sight anywhere. Trying to be careful. Gangplank trying to set up maybe a trap in the woods, come out of the woods as he pushes by. No, oh.
There's the electro harpoons.
Doing the kite away. It is working. It looks like they have a strategy for dealing with Gangplanks. We'll have to see how it plays out. Iron's going up to check Dragon. Dragon is up. Gonna do the back door, try to get Gangplank retreating.
Oh no, this might not look too good for Evil Deeds.
Evil Deeds, they are going to try and put hurt on Evil Deeds.
Very nice flash over the wall. Very nice flash over the wall by Evil Deeds. That was great. Alex B coming in from the right-hand side just in case.
That was just beautiful. That's what the skill was meant to do, get you out of trouble in a hurry. Wonderful, wonderful work.
And right back into the lane. Look at that. Crazy damage from Parlay.
Very cautious play. Both lanes being pushed about an equal distance apart, although it's not a significant amount either way.
Here comes a flip on CTX right now. Actually, there's the fear. Singe is forced to retreat.
Dragon's still up. CTX famous for getting Dragon early and often. Not pushing it. Last game we saw. Great play from Team Joey to be able to...
Once again, Gangplank getting sandwich here. He's not going to be able to flash out of it this time. This actually might be the end.
Gangplank
there he goes.
Down.
Evil Deeds. Constant harass from that jungle on the top lane right there.
You know, I think that's probably still some payback from last game because, I mean, really, Evil Deeds was just epic last game.
Absolutely. Seeing a 2-0 right now.
Yeah, middle lane's going along. Herp Derpster on the easy free farm food famine right now. Chugging, chugging, chugging. Very, very interesting. Evil's going to have to adjust his play style because they know they're going to come after him now. This is the time that he should be aware of that. Make the change to how he's playing in the lane and be aware his team is going to have to support him. We got our first war down on Dragon. That's good to see. visibility coming in. I still think that CTX is going to go for an early dragon.
It's very possible right now. We got Evil Deeds back in the lane. It's got 2 levels behind this Rumble now. That's not good at all for Evil Deeds. But this farm here might actually push him up to level 6. Fiddlesticks pretty far ahead in the lane here, or excuse me, pretty safe in the lane here.
Herp, Derpster, and Iron are heading down to red buff. They've engaged at this point, coming along. Will they go back up when they get red buff, or will they push bottom lane? It'll be interesting to see what they do at this point. In the meantime, Gangplank is being able to get caught up again.
Still 1 level behind Herp Derpster, but looks like through this minion wave he'll be able to catch up.
Minion wave slightly in the favor of CTX at this point, I'd have to say, just ever so slight. Little global gold differential here, 7 minutes into the game, still in the early phases. Ultimates just now coming in. CTX could push because their ultimates are out, whereas Team Joey's are not out at this point.
Team Joey pinging the dragon.
They are definitely not going to let CTX run ragged over dragon like CTX did in the first game.
Little do they know, ward there, so they've got the vision. I don't know what Joey's going to do about this situation. I'd like to see a team fight like this before Rise gets too farmed or the Singe gets too tanky. Could be interesting to see how they played out.
Interesting what skills you have at this level and what capabilities, how you have to play them differently than when you're at your top level of what's going on. Okay, they're just dancing back and forth at this point. Looks like CTX has made a commitment to go after Dragon, and Team Joey's going to let them have it. I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't. Joey has no vision on the Dragon right now.
And they're going to get Dragon, they're going to get the bonus, they're going to get the buff. Big gold jump on the global gold scale.
Absolutely, that's and that's 2.2k ahead now of Joey. 2-0 right now, 0-0 for turrets. Singe pushing bottom pretty hard, but it looks like CTX is moving to counter this.
Herp Derpster heading through the bottom jungle, coming down to bottom lane. Heading back around again. Gangplank making a comeback here. They're not putting as much, but they've got the kill, and it's almost like that was the payback for the last game. I'm not going to harass you as much as before.
Electro Harpoon's coming out, trying to peg that Gangplank kind of in the bush.
Level difference is caught up in that middle lane. 2k differential, what's going on? Oh!
There's the technical sandwich again by CTX and Herp Derpster. Trying to get that Evil Deeds out of the way. There's the ultimate from Rumble. He's toast. Down again goes Evil Deeds. Looks like they're focusing him out this time.
You know, Evil Deeds, it's the same trap play that they ran on Evil Deeds the first time they killed him. You know he should be aware of that. They should be checking that or warding it somehow.
Oh, here's the Fiddlesticks, and that's going to be another
That's
kill.
it. Is
CTX
no.
Rain takes the Singed out. That's 4-0 here at 9:45.
They got to play smarter. Obviously, CTX has done what Team Joey did last game, adapted to what they're seeing.
Very brash play by Rise there, and that's going to be a turret dive for another kill. Just shy of an ace as Gangplank has just spawned. Herp Derpster using that Junkyard Hero Zoom to get out of the way.
Fiddlesticks coming down here. Very interesting. Watching the positioning at this point. Watching the positioning of what's going on. Gangplank going to be doing some heavy farming. He's back up and running in that. But he's got to be aware of that backdoor trap. He's been trapped now twice on the top and killed with that same sandwich play.
And I still haven't seen him pick up a ward.
Very, very interesting. Hard to do it. Gangplank heading down now, picking up some things.
Gangplank looks like he might stop to pick up the golems. No, he's just checking stuff out.
Just taking a little hangout for a little bit, seeing what's going on.
Waiting for Iron, doing his jungle.
Big differential in cash right now, 5-0, 3k differential, 11 minutes into the game. Definitely a huge item advantage if CTX is spending their money wisely to take advantage of this league.
Looks like we've got Fiddlesticks, has a lot of gold sitting on right now.
Fiddlesticks must be building for something specific to go ahead.
There's CTX pinging out Joey right here from this offensive ward.
Heading back up into the top lane area. Could have a little confrontation here. They're both waiting for Dragon now at this point.
There's another ward thrown down by CTX Iron right on Dragon. Looks like CTX Rain's heading back to spend that well-earned money right now, sitting at a comfy 1-3-3-7. Back straight down. There's a Catalyst, the Protector. It's going to help him stay in lane for a long time.
Gonna wait for the minions to go by. It's very interesting with play that's going on here.
It's another red buff right here.
All three of Team Joey together.
That's a free red buff there for CTX, going straight on the Shyvana. Here's Joey. Evil Deeds look like he's heading back.
Time to pick up some stuff.
Absolutely. Shyvana heading back for the jungle. Rain coming back now, slightly more healthy than he was before.
They're going to need to start building the items they need for the end game and being careful with their choices so that they don't get trapped mid-game. Just leaving sort of now what I would call the beginning stages, heading into mid-game. Kills at this point can be devastating in terms of farm. 4K differential in money for CTX, very interesting. The dominant play from Gangplanks we saw in the last game is not available at this time. They've made a point, CTX made a point of telling Gangplank right off the bat, you're not going to own us this game.
Absolutely, and that's something that they needed to do this game. Gangplank super strong last game.
Unbelievable play. CTX playing as a team, coordinated movements up to this point. Singe trying to do some damage.
Rise and Gangplank are nowhere to be found. Gangplank almost dropped there. CTX not really bothered that much.
CTX doing what they're known for, going back to what they play, their play style, pushing the towers, trying to get early towers. Excellent work. Gangplank following up. Looks like they're going to try and get an engagement here. Very careful up the top.
Looks like, is that Singe faking it back? Yes, it is. Singe
Faking
goes
it
down the
back.
slow. Herp Derpster coming out a bit there. Fiddlesticks is across the wall there, ready to throw down that Crowstorm.
Dragon should be repopped in the next couple of minutes here. Everybody's in the same spot. We could have our first large team engagement, but everyone being just a little cautious here.
Everybody on Joey has to be wary and remember that they do have a Fiddlesticks. Not only a Fiddlesticks, but a Fiddlesticks that wants to throw you a surprise party.
The last thing you want is to be on the other side of a Fiddlesticks surprise party, let me tell you. Because you'll be walking the plank, if you know what I mean.
What are you talking about? It's very much fun. There's streamers and balloons
And everything, and then you walk the gangplank, and it's not so much fun.
Yeah, not really.
You're taking a dirt
There's
nap.
the
Dragon's
dragon
up,
right
they're
here.
going.
CTX Rain, Drain taking this. Excuse me, draining this. Irons are going to be able to take this down really quick. We got Rise farming up bottom, just head back. Looks like he's picking up another mana item, which is very strong for him.
Farm
Fueling his
differential is now definitely heading towards CTX. They've been able to keep Team Joey off of that. Very interesting strategic plays back and forth. Evil Deeds heading back to buy something. Level differential, not a significant factor at this point.
So I see Merc Treads.
Merc Treads, you think? Waits for it, calls it, and...
Oh no, he hasn't gone back yet. He actually stopped his B. Just finishing that farm up. Looks like they're going to go check Dragon here.
And they're going to be surprised.
Oh no, just warding, but they're going to see that the Dragon's not there anyways. Rise heading up. Looks like he might try to take on the raids.
Gangplank singing around farming.
There's Gangplank going
Very,
back.
very cautious at this point.
Do I see the Merc Treads for Gangplank?
Rumble farming on the bottom.
Merc Treads?
There are other parts of the game going on besides the blank part of the screen here, Touch. I know you're really focused on the Merc Treads, but not the best choice all the time.
I personally think Merc Treads are the best in the game.
All right, I'll start using them. Maybe I'll play better. I don't think that's spot.
Here's Herp Derpster spamming that flamethrower. Singe being a little aggressive here. Electro Harpoon grazing his head.
Gangplank moving in.
Gangplank farming. It looks like Fiddlesticks and Shyvana might come around behind him. Rise doing the wolves here. Shyvana spots him, so Rise takes off.
Very cautious strategic positioning play, waiting for a misstep by one player or the other to go ahead. Rumble working on the bottom.
Absolutely, pushing bottom very hard right now, trying to throw those random electro
They want that tower down. They want to be pushing in. I don't think that CTX wants this go to a late game. I think they want to, put a lot of pressure on Team Joey to have to defend.
Absolutely, they're pressuring super hard right now. Rise is very helpless right now because he's not doing that much damage. He's building up for his late game right now as Rise is very much a late game champion. Here comes CTX, was going to go on the push, but Singe shows up just in time, gets Fear before he can flip anyone.
Better coordination by Team Joey in this game in terms of their team fighting, being there at the same time. CTX has always been a strong suit of theirs. Almost wondering if they're learning from one another back and forth here with what's going on. Rumble farming heavy on the bottom. He's going to be really beefy by the time this is over if this farm keeps up at this rate.
Absolutely, there's that overheat proccing, giving him extra attack damage.
Does he have to laugh all the time?
He's a pretty cocky dude.
Gangplank is back into his farm.
Here's another red buff for CTX, uncontested.
So almost a 5K differential in money. No towers different right now. 5-0 right now. We're 17 minutes into the game at this point. It's going through the jungle. They're trying to catch one another out of place to get that kill, and I think that's affecting their minion kills. Other than Rumble, who's staying farm. Looks like he's going to get ganked down here.
That's not going to be... Oh, Gangplank with that crazy crit right there for 400 damage. Flashes in for the kill, and there it goes down. Here's the Crow Storm. Was he going to be able to get them all? No. Here comes the last member of Joey. Will they take down CTX Rain? There's another slow, and there's the Q hit from Rise. Shyvana comes down for the triple kill. What's going to go on here? One big dragon versus a pirate, some weird guy with tattoos, and a crazy chemist. There's the flip behind. Looks like Joey's going to be trying to retreat here.
So low at this point.
They're kiting extremely well here. There's CTX Iron. Rise very low on mana right now. Singe ghosting. Singe could be in a very bad situation here. There's Shyvana turning on her W, warding off, saying, "Stay away from me. I've got AoE." That final Q there
shot
from
in.
Rise.
They're running back. Critical encounter there, going to favor Team Joey, losing 2 players. Team Joey needed to get some kills to come back in there. Gold in the favor, but they decreased the kill differential. Also preventing CTX from pushing ahead farther. CTX is going to have to regroup a bit, slowing down the push that they got going on. Fiddlesticks coming out. Here comes Herp Derpster and Rumble. See what's going on.
We've got the same kind of build with Fiddlesticks with his Catalyst the Protector. He's got 1 Vision Ward and 2 Sight Wards. Looks like they're going to be looking out for any enemy wards, which I haven't seen this game.
And that was one of the things that Team Joey did last game that was useful for them when what's going on.
Evil Deeds heading back into his lane here. Rise farming the jungle generously here.
Herp Derpster hanging out for some minions to come by. Going to take a little dip into the jungle. Hits the old Juiceroo.
Here they go right here.
Very close together. And then they separate.
Looks like they don't want any battles right now. There's Rise just finishing up the Reaper camp there, leaving on a pretty low mana. Pink Ward dropped a dragon. Very good move by CTX.
Dragon is now up. Here comes Team Joey.
Team Joey's
CTX
going to the
knows
dragon.
about it.
CTX can see them. There's the
Gank
ward
him
down.
out.
CTX Iron, there goes the dragon. Flies straight over Singe. That was really weird. There goes down.
Herp Derpster
Gangplank
down.
has to get out of here.
Singe going to go down.
Gangplank.
No, Gangplank and Singe get away. They're going to go back. CTX can get Dragon. It'll be interesting. Yes, they are going to get Dragon. There's nothing that Gangplank and Evil Deeds can do to prevent this at this time. Putting in the pink ward, as you said earlier, Touch, critical to being able to know where your opponents are, counterattack, steal the dragon, and get the kill.
Absolutely. And here we see CTX playing. They're waiting for their minions so they can get that turret. They're going to wait here, block off those minions before they can even reach theirs, just like this. And they're going to be trying their very best to get to that turret. Singed and Gangplank showing up just in time, though.
Not good. Singed is going the wrong way.
Gangplank, oh, there's the Crow Storm able to take out the Singe very quickly. There's another kill for Rumble there.
Herp Derpster on Evil Deeds.
Oh my goodness,
Hard
this
push.
could be an ace. There's the Scrap Shield coming up just in time for CTX Herp Derpster to win.
This tower is going to go down.
That was a great fight. CTX Herp Derpster using that Scrap Shield perfectly.
No one still has to play it. Here we are at the 20-minute mark, 10-2. Differentials about 7k, 1 turret down. But we got an ace, and they got another 15 seconds to do whatever they want. Waiting for some minions to come up. They want to get this tower. They don't want to dive it.
I think.
And then they're going to have to go back. I mean, Herp Derpster is too low. They'll try and get the tower, and then they're going to pull back for sure. Spend some of the hard-earned gold that they've got and move on.
Absolutely. If we take a look at the gold right now, we'll notice that CTX each are floating on at least 1,000 gold. Rumble himself floating on 2,000. There's going to be some pretty big buys going back.
What's Rumble going to get with that 2K? Because he's not making any interest in today's market.
I think he's definitely going to buy a Hextech revolver.
And he's not using his recall. He looks like he's going to... Oh, there it is. Okay.
He was heading back, being very safe there. CTX Iron following him up from behind, making sure everything's good. We've got the Rod of Ages now on Fiddlesticks with another Sight Ward and 2 more. And Rumble actually going straight into a Sunfire Cape rather than going towards the Spell Vamp and ability power. Picking himself up, also a Vision Ward and a Sight Ward. These guys are definitely into counter-warding this game. Looks like the
counter-warding, a very interesting strategy.
Absolutely.
Probably not used enough. Red buff is up. Looks like Iron's just going to take it. No contest. Not contested at all for what's going on.
Looks like Joey's just kind of sticking together in a mob group right now. And that's not good, being as the level right now for Joey are 12-12-12. The CTX is 14-14-12.
Cash differential. Is that money spent now? Can we check that touch?
Shyvana still floating, almost on 2K. Iron heading back right now to spend. And what we see, there's the Merc Treads and possibly some chainmail.
It's going on now. Team Joey sticking together, not wanting to allow another kill in this mid-game portion while they're still trying to finish their builds. They know they can finish long. This is the last game in the best of 3 in the semifinals in the League of Legends 3v3 tournament. We're streaming live, courtesy of Prodigy, with Josh running the technical controls today here at OverKlocked Gaming. League of Legends night is Thursday night. Come on down, visit OverKlocked. It's a great place. Xbox, PS3. You can also catch Josh and Prodigy Monday to Wednesday at www.esdtv.com. He'll be here next week broadcasting the StarCraft 2 tournament, which will be an epic, epic tournament, let me tell you. Back into this semi-final game, though, it's very, very interesting. It's almost like it's hard for me to say why Team Joey, I guess, didn't get the early advantage that they had in the last game, which is why they're a bit behind now.
Yeah, Gangplank was definitely singled out at the early of this game, so they wouldn't be able to do too much about it. And as a result, we see CTX with almost a 10K gold lead.
I think, too, the choice of Rumble to combat Gangplank has worked out.
I'm not sure what CTX was doing with this random ward over here.
Maybe it was a mistake? No. Must be strategic. It must be next generation tactics that we don't know about yet.
Absolutely. And CTX looks like they're going to be coming in on this turret. Lots of HP on CTX, flipping him into the turret, but Iron's able to get out of there with no problems.
CTX really focused on getting the turrets down early in the game here.
CTX.
Joey defending, they're just sitting there.
CTX is throwing out their pokes, though. We've got Fiddlestick's balloon.
Fear the balloon.
Here comes, oh no, Singe is going to back off. Iron's far too tanky. Their whole team is far too tanky, and I'm not seeing what I want to see from Joey, and that's a Madred's Blood Razor.
Why do you think they haven't gone that way?
I'm not quite sure at this point. Being as they have a lot of HP, getting any sort of HP shred will probably be the best idea at this point in time. And CTX is able to just keep them right here with all the HP that they have.
The game has evolved down to this bottom lane confrontation. CTX is completely determined at this point to take out this turret. No one is farming top. The minions are basically in the middle.
There's the Rumble ult hitting all three. Oh my goodness, and here's the Caw Fiddlesticks, gets one kill. That's going to be, oh my goodness, Gangplank. No, he's not getting away from anyone.
Derpster got away.
And here we go, Singed is running the opposite direction. Looks like what he's going to try to do is just go follow down the lane.
CTX should finish off. That's what they're doing. Sorry,
they're finishing the turret. Absolutely, they're not going to chase around.
That was their whole point of being there and focusing. It's good to see them not losing conscious of that, not focusing so much on getting the ace, but getting the tactical advantage on the turret, taking the lead. 3 turrets to 0 at this point. Not worried about the ace. I think that's a great play by them. CTX showing restraint, sticking with their strategy. Dragon up. Thank you for that touch.
Dragon is very much so up, and it looks like Herb Derpster might actually be heading back to a safe place so he can recall. Or he could be heading up to the Dragon right now with Shyvana. 12-2 right now, kill spread at 25 minutes.
Wow.
Herb Derpster will be backing. Iron might actually be able to solo the Dragon after he clears this minion base.
That turret's down to half, but as you know, right now, as you can see from the scoreboard on the top, no turrets for Team Joey.
Here's the Rise here, picking up his Glacial Shroud.
And yes. Okay, Iron's on Dragon.
Right there. CTX Rain draining that stuff while Iron is tanking it. And there's going to be a smite right at the end here. There it is.
Beautiful.
Rise in sight of CTX at the moment because of the ward in the right bush here. Singed has a ward. Is he going to place it in the middle by red? No, he turns around.
Mid-map area, top lane. Interesting placement. Team Joey is now starting to spread out a little too much. While they were playing very tightly together. Oh, look at that. Dropping a ward. Learning from their mistakes. Making adjustment and change.
There's another ward by Gangplank from his Wriggles Lantern.
That's a great placement. In the bushes. Sees either side and sees the wolves. At least I think so. I am the Total Wombat. Touch.
Absolutely they can. If it's in the bush, they can see on either side and in the bush.
Thank you for validating me. Touch, I feel better. CTX. Farming the bottom coming up. Team Joey in the top right now, farming jungle. They're working on it. Differential is about 10K now. before any of you say that this game is over, you should know that Team Joey, in an epic battle against OKG, came back, held them off, and almost won the game with the same differential at this. Unbelievable play from Team Joey. Team Joey pulling back, not wanting a confrontation at this point, wants to try and isolate someone. Who do you think they're going to pick on, Touch?
They're definitely going to try to pick out that Fiddlesticks before he can ult, and I think if he starts charging his ult, if that Singe can get up to the Fiddlesticks and flip him over his shoulder, there's going to be no more caw-caw Crowstorm.
Caw-caw-caw. You know, the sound effects are great. One of the things I have pointed... Oh, here we go.
Here comes Singed. Here comes Singed. Singed putting on the slow. Here comes the Crowstorm before anything can even happen. There's a nice flash by Rise. Rumble ulting there. Oh my goodness, and I think
you know what? Evil Deeds Gangplank is down, yes. CTX Rain.
Singe might have stuck around for just a bit too long, throwing down his ghost now, but getting slowed to doom by the Shyvana.
Singed coming out to help him survive. Absolutely. Inner tower down. They're going to work on his inhibitor for sure.
This could be it.
This is very, very critical. 27 minutes in. They're not at full levels yet, either of them. The critical phase of the 3v3. Inhibitor down. We know this is a critical spot in the game. 3v3s at this point, very critical.
Looks like CTX is heading out for now.
Pulling back. Dragon is not up. I do not think Dragon is up at this point. CTX is coming back, cleaning out the jungle, not allowing any buffs to go to Team Joey. Team Joey's having to fight off the minions in every direction at this point.
There's Fiddlesticks taking some of the jungle there. Shyvana taking more of the jungle down bottom. Singe pushing out, trying to get these minions away, far away from the base as they can right now.
Still a 10k differential. This game could go on for quite some time yet. CTX better regroup, or they're going to find out that Team Joey is going to pack up in together close and come back and hunt him down. Rumble heading down to the bottom. Fiddlesticks in a bit of trouble, but no. Everyone's setting up for a trap. Looking for the red buff. Not up yet.
CTX closing in around IAMs here.
Engaging. 10k differential, 13-2. I really think now that if we're going to see Team Joey turtle up and try and hold off till they can catch up to the level differential and to the cash differential, and then try and take it by acing in play. Their choicement of equipment in the game against OKG, which you were in, was quite almost cost them the game. Almost got them the game from you.
Very much so. They make some poor choices just as any other player does. Like, we made very many poor choices in every game we played today, but they were the turtle tactic was absolutely strong, and especially with a team like this one that we're seeing from CTX right now, the turtle strategy could be even stronger.
The problem, of course, is that if CTX adopts a strategy where they fight in a lane together, it's not going to be effective. But if all three of them go jungling like this, they are going to be able to farm back up again. Team Joey is splitting up here. I don't know if I like this. Singe is going out. I don't think this is a good idea.
That's CTX taking down some jungle minions here.
Oh, look at that. Singe got both of the super minions.
Here's Gangplank. Gangplank just finishing his Trinity Force.
Not good for CTX. Looking for an engagement here, 3-on-2. Singe
slow. There's the Rumble ult. Look at Singe dropping so quickly. They're coming behind the turret right here. They're going to have to retreat. There's the Fiddlesticks ultimate. That's not going to go too well for CTX Rain this time around. CTX Iron looking pretty low, but he gets away this time, or is Ignite going to take him?
Barely.
CTX Iron lives. Evil Deeds takes down CTX Rain.
Under 40 HP. Unfreaking believable.
Here we are on CTX Herb, there's no way he's going to be able to get out of this situation.
It's just too much.
That was a very nice team fight there. Very, very unfortunate poor mistake by CTX, fighting on the tower there with him, and Fiddlesticks not being able to retract his ultimate.
Yes, and clearly a problem. Im's going back for Team Joey. Level differential out, 2 of them down. This is where I think Team Joey has to take advantage. They got 2 players down. They've got to do something. And they're not. I mean, they're not moving out. They should be either farming creep, pushing a tower, something of that nature.
Looks like they're heading towards the dragon right now. And Indeed is up, and Shyvana is actually heading towards the same direction right now.
They've engaged dragon. There's nothing CTX can do about that at this point.
Iron could definitely contest it. That could be a smite steal right here.
Smite steal, really? You think?
Nope, there goes the smite, and he still got it. He got a proc from his Wriggles Lantern there. The smite was a bit premature, but he was able to pick it up with a perfect proc from Madred's.
As I recall, you predicted the Wriggles Lantern would be critical to what's going on in these things.
Always will be.
Always will be.
Like, as you notice, both teams have Wriggles Lanterns, and that's critical. Critical. Having anything that'll proc extra damage on a minion can help you secure a buff such as Dragon or Red, and it'll also increase your farm.
Team Joey going back, picking up new equipment, healing up full, pushing out again. The differential stayed about the same. Very, very interesting what they're going to do, how they're going to transition into the final stages of this game. They're not quite at max level yet. Critical time of the game because it can be won by either side with the right kind of ace at this point. Very hard to see what's going to go on at this point. I suspect that Team Joey is going to lay back a bit. Touch, what do you think?
I think Team Joey is just setting up for their big turtle strategy, just like they did against OKG a few games ago. And CTX actually seems to be putting on some sort of offense that's going to be able to counter it. And I think this is great. I'm pretty sure CTX was expecting the strong late game.
We have seen though that Team Joey adjusts their play on what's going on. So there may be a back door here for Team Joey to do something out of their style that will catch CTX unexpected.
It's very possible, very possible. CTX Iron up in the jungle there, taking all the creeps that he can right now, picking up every buff that's available, and Rise is farming everything he can right now.
Herp Derpster plowing away. Rumbling with the rumble. People coming into their 18s now, almost max level. Their builds are almost looking complete. We can see where they're going, what they're going to do. We can see the minion kills. Very interesting minion kills here.
There's a ward right here by CTX. Very nice ward, very nice ward. Rise is out of place right now, and as he is fighting minions, CTX can see that he's not there, so they might take this chance to engage. Here comes Shyvana around. She's going to Dragon Form. Oh no, the slow stops her. She can't Dragon Form. Gangplank straight into the wall, and that ultimate is going to keep him pushed off. And now he has one less utility in his book. However, Rise heading back now so he can get himself back into a position where he can fight.
Very careful, almost a mistake there. Team Joey learning from the mistakes, pulling back, avoiding that. Here comes CTX the other side.
Oh my goodness, that's a very good split right there. CTX is going to try to take down this inhibitor, and they're definitely going to get it before Rise can do anything about it. Rise setting himself up right now. Very tanky, lots of mana. And CTX is very tanky themselves.
CTX pulling out after getting the inhibitor. Going to wait probably for that wave of minions. They know the key now is to get that center turret down. They're going to swing down and they're going to put more pressure. We saw them earlier in this game. Focus strongly on taking down a turret is one of CTX's strengths, being able to play close to a turret without dying to it. Gangplank out of position,
Gangplank
not
is
good.
Very out of position. Shyvana ult. Nope, there's not going to be a Shyvana ult dropping yet right now.
Here comes Singe, slowing him down.
Coming out. They're definitely not going to mess around with that Singe today.
They're tired of getting burned. Minions coming down. They'll wait for the minions to catch up. I suspect that we're going to see CTX stay on the bottom and push this tower so they can get this inhibitor. We won't see any splitting up.
Ward down in that bush right now.
Double ward from one from each team.
CTX
Iron going in.
Iron's got his AoE on, so the turret's going to start focusing. Rumble throws down his ultimate. There's Fiddlesticks. This could be a lot of damage, but Evil Deeds flashes out just in time. That turret's going to fall, and I think the other inhibitor right after.
Turret down. They didn't get the last shot, but the turret is down. They're going to work on that inhibitor right away. They want it down. They want all the minions in there. They don't want this to go late game.
There's Shyvana ulting. Oh my goodness, this is a good team fight right here.
Brilliant play back.
Oh my goodness.
Team Joey fighting back, pushing them off of getting the tower. It's
There's
going back.
CTX Iron going down.
CTX Iron down, as you say. Herp Derpster may be going down. Gangplank. Singed, pushing, forcing
All we need
them
is one
back.
parlay from Gangplank, and that's going to slow the Herp Derpster, but he throws up Scrap Shield to increase his speed.
Slightly slower.
Here comes a flip on CTX Rain.
They got the flip. Rain's going down. Evil Deeds. Gangplank winning it.
That
Rumbles
was a
back.
great play by Evil Deeds and his Singed.
Both ways. CTX taking the tower, and then Team Joey coming back, forcing back the lane. Tower differential is the significant point at this point, I think.
Singed heading back to stop the minions from pushing the tower wall. Evil Deeds. Oh my goodness, they get Herp Derpster down. That's
Evil Deeds has an ace.
And they're going to turn around and take out that turret. However,
unbelievable.
19 seconds on CTX Iron. They may be able to get the next turret if they're fast.
One turret down, 4-1. They've got to push. They have to take advantage of this opening that they've got. If they don't, it will be
CTX Iron
wasted.
is up in 5 seconds right now, though.
They did get the one turret, so they were very clever in being able to take advantage of that ace.
I think Gangplank might actually go for the Dragon. No, he stops for the Raves. That might be a mistake on his part. The Dragon is up, and you should definitely take advantage of that every time it is, and you've got Playful on the enemy team down. CTX Rain just coming up.
Herb Derp's just still got 30 seconds, as you can see from the clock on there.
Taking the red here. Gangplank.
Smart play.
Shyvana is chasing down that Rise. Rise is heading up in the top. Shyvana knows that they're going for that Dragon, but will they actually take it? No. Gangplank heading up to the other side. Shyvana. There goes a ward. There goes a ward from CTX. That way they know they can steal it. Fiddlesticks coming in on that Singed. No wards in the top, so they cannot see the Rise. Looks like they are hell-bent on contesting this.
This Dragon is pretty critical to this part of the game. Iron is engaging.
Iron is engaging, and Joey doesn't look like they have any plans of contesting them.
Nope. Gangplank may come in and try and push them off and do a steal. No, it's too late.
No wards.
Singed heading back to base. Got to fight off the minions. That inhibitors have not respawned yet. They have to defend the base while the minions come in. On the bottom, we've got Rumble pushing the minions.
Rumble's got a very nice farm right now, saying I come for 154.
Lovely.
Absolutely.
It's a lovely farm. It's beautiful. It's got barley and oats in it.
CTX Iron throwing another ward down.
Strategic at the red buff. They're going to push the bottom side this time. Team Joey's going to have to respond. Gangplank out of position slightly at the top. He'll fight down through these minions, getting the extra gold from
Here's
it.
Team Joey pinging at the bottom right there, saying, hey, we need people here right now.
They are here right now. They need to come down. Singed throws the slow down.
Keeping CTX Rain out for a while.
Iron is on the inhibitor. This is not good for Team Joey.
There goes the Gangplank ultimate. I think Rumble's going to be throwing his down momentarily.
CTX Rain going down to huge damage.
That's no ult for Fiddlesticks today. There comes the Rumble ult right there, trying to slow everybody else down. Everybody fighting on the Rumble ult. This is a big mistake on Joey's part. That's going to be a Rise down. Herb Derps is going to turn around. This might be a kill on Evil Deeds as well. Evil Deeds is down. IAMS might get away here.
He gets back to hill.
That's another inhibitor down for CTX.
They need to push the tower now. 2 down with a minute left. They
don't
should
have enough minions. There's no way they can get it. Not this time. Looks like they might wait. No.
Going top now. Going to work with the minions on the top side. Super minions there. Remember that they can be baited into the base kill. If all else fails, they're going to clean these minions out so they can get them all the way in. They'll take down this inhibitor again because it has responded. Here comes Singed. Big damage coming in. Rumble pushes them off. This inhibitor's got to fall at some point here. 15-8, 39 minutes in. Inhibitor down.
Inhibitor.
This is really tough for Team Joey.
Looks like Singed is going to be able to fend off this one. Not kiting into the base, though, as we've seen earlier.
He wants the gold. Clearly, he wants the gold. He's working on his build. He's got to do something. 6 seconds left till Team Joey is back up all the way. CTX is taking his time to farm out the jungle, not give them any advantage there.
Looks like Fiddlesticks is just defending his lane right now. Fiddlesticks has a very strong build right now, going towards. He's got his Zonya's Hourglass. That is the bread and butter of Fiddlesticks right now. For anybody who doesn't know, Zonya's Hourglass puts Fiddlesticks into a stasis, which removes any damage that can possibly be done to him for a few seconds.
It is a crazy game, back and forth. Even though there's a differential in the global money, even though there's a differential in turrets and that, the game is much closer than it appears.
Gangplank trying to shut these minions down before he gets to the turret, but unfortunately he does not do enough damage.
Not going to happen. Here comes the rest of Team Joey to clean up these minions so they can't get in there, including the super minions, hoping for a respawn on the inhibitor.
CTX and Herb Derpster taking care of these minions pretty quickly. Look at that flamethrower damage.
Crazy. Crazy damage.
One thing I'm not seeing very much of Herb Derpster in this game is keeping himself in the danger zone.
Oddly enough, not as aggressive as you think. Inhibitor still down. I'm not sure why they're not just starting to creep in there a bit. Little prod and poke, trying to draw some of them out. Defend those minions from getting killed so they can get to the main tower. Gangplank coming down.
We've got 2 Banshee's Veils. Herb Derpster looks like he's setting up a good place to throw his ultimate, the Equalizer.
It's set up. CTX Rain just waiting for the moment. It's been spotted by Gangplank by the ward. CTX Rain's going to take that ward out. No, he's not.
Not able to attack fast enough to get rid of it.
They're pushed back to their base.
Joey knows now that they cannot engage out there as long as they don't know where CTX Rain is.
Must be very careful here. That ward is still up.
There's there's CTX Rain taking a little bit of damage from Rise right there from Team Joey.
Excellent over-the-wall placement. That ward definitely helping out. CTX still pushing from the bottom into the middle. Super minions.
There's that silence coming up from Fiddlesticks. Here's a flip on. Oh no, he misses Iron and flips a super minion. Iron.
CTX Iron.
Got Rune Prison.
Singed is definitely paying off late game. Hey, you have that. It's crazy. 6K differential. 7 different. 42 minutes in.
Rise looked like he's getting a little bit impatient right here. Gangplank doesn't know what he's going to do against these 3 people. He might get soloed out right here.
I'm liking what CTX is doing and trying to control the position within the base. Getting the good angles, being able to defend. I think it's a very strategic play by their part.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, they don't know about this ward down here. As long as they stick
There's
together.
a pink ward. And there goes the offensive ward there by Rise.
Excellent. That's the perfect way to counter. They figured out what was going on there. Terp Derpster staying in there. It looks like
Dragon just came up. Looks like they're going to rush for it.
I don't know if Team Joey knows that it's there. They are going to rush for Dragon. I suspect
Absolutely.
after this they
Joey,
will push.
there's nothing they can do with all the super minions pouring into their base right now. They're going to have to stick in their base and defend.
Gangplank on the top, taking out those minions, trying to lay in there, hoping for the
There's
respawn.
the red buff for Shyvana.
I think we see what they are going to be setting up here right away to push in afterwards. Gangplank is defending off the minions on the top, not taking any damage.
Here we go for the Dragon.
They're on Dragon. Expect them to move right after this.
280 gold each on the 3v3 map. That global
Wow.
gold is so huge.
They're going to clean out the whole jungle, it looks like, before they go back.
Yeah, Shyvana's definitely going to be taking that the Crest of Nature's Fury right there. Going to increase her attack speed and cooldown reduction.
Once they get the buffs, they'll have to move in. They can't waste these buffs. They need to optimize them. Their cooldowns will be coming off by the time they hit the base. I think the timing will be very good on this. Team Joey has to know at this point, having played CTX, that they have gone for these buffs.
Absolutely. And this is actually a very scary situation. A Shyvana with high mobility from the Crest of Flowing Water, high attack speed and cooldown reduction from the Crest of Nature's Fury, and also the Dragon buff, along with the Lizard Elder's Blessing red buff. This is a very scary Shyvana right now.
Are they going to target Shyvana first, or are they going to wait, or what's the play here?
I'm pretty sure they're going to try to get rid of that Fiddlesticks in this engagement, but if he keeps placing himself so well in fights, then he's going to be fine. This pink ward actually can see this ward right here, so if CTX heads into that bush, they will see it.
Okay, here comes the engagement.
They're getting this inhibitor
Team
down
Joey's
once more.
pullback. The last wave of super minions are hitting the inhibitor.
There's Rise trying to put in a little bit of splash damage.
Singe slowing down, inhibitor down.
There's the Fiddlesticks ult, but unfortunately it does not do anything for his team.
Poor timing, I think.
Singe sees the ult, he flies in really quick. Here he comes, flips in CTX Rain, Fiddlesticks is down. Here comes this engagement right here. Oh my goodness, they're all standing in the rumble ult.
Unbelievable. Herb Derpster's on a killing spree.
There's
2
another
down,
kill for
Iron.
This could be the end right here. Gangplank might go down.
And is it
Ace
Ace?
for CTX Iron.
They've
while they're
got
on the
to
base.
take it now.
There's super minions there. There's super minions there. My goodness, all the turret that is going down, or all the damage that's going down on this turret right now, this could be very well the end of the game.
Herb Derpster, they're on the Nexus.
Double their kills.
30 seconds till they're up. I don't think it's going to last here.
This is definitely the end of the game right now. Very
Great.
good game.
Very,
CTX and
very,
Joey.
very good.
Very nice back and forth play style.
You know, I'm almost wishing it was a best of 5 that with the way the play was saying. We saw epic play going on in Game 2 from Evil Deeds, Gangplank. Then in the third game, excellent counter by CTX to deal with Gangplank.
Absolutely. That was one of the greatest games I've seen here played at OverKlocked Gaming. Very, very big congratulations out to CTX for this game.
Great game. Congratulations CTX and congratulations to Team
Joey. That was a great fight. Great fight.
Wonderful thing. And now we're going to be taking a quick break. We'll be coming back with our final. We have to set things up so everyone knows what's going on. Stay with us. I want to make sure that you know that the man taking care of our VODs and putting things up for us, taking care of Josh, Prodigy. Next week we'll be here casting. Please show him some love when you come out next week. He's been great for us. I am a Total Wombat with OKG Bad Touch. We'll be back in 5 minutes with the final of League of Legends 3v3 here live at OverKlocked Gaming Edmonton.